I have Jason and Christian Nelson with me today. Jason is the Area Vice President of East Idaho for Silver Star, and Christian is the Public Relations Specialist. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Doing great.
Good. Good to have you guys here. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, of course. So before we get into everything, a lot of people may not know exactly what Silver Star is. Can you just go into that a little bit for us?
Sure. Silver Star is a fiber internet provider here in the area. We serve western Wyoming and eastern Idaho. We actually now have moved over into West Idaho as well, but our roots are West Wyoming, East Idaho, been around for 60 years, serving the customers. Started out as a telephone company and just graduated and moved up with technology, and now we really pride ourselves on being a high-speed broadband internet provider.
Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome. And could you guys also, I know I already introduced you guys as titles, but can you give us just a little bit of background on your guys' responsibilities with the company?
Sure. So as the Area Vice President for East Idaho, I'm really focused on, ensuring that we meet the goals and obligations that we have from an operational perspective, focused on growing the business, making sure that our customers get taken care of. And so really just trying to further our business opportunities and desires here in East Idaho, but really ultimately taking care of the customers that we have. So,
what I do in public relations is I make sure that interviews like this are set up and go smoothly because we want to communicate with the public. And then my job is to take the public's reception of that, interpret it, and make sure that our departments hear what people are saying and act on that so that we can give people what they want ultimately. Making sure that the right things are happening and people are getting what they expect from us and that we're doing that in a way that takes care of them and is covering all our bases.
You guys have a big kind of new initiative, a new project that'll be starting, I guess. I guess it already technically started, but going into effect really in this next year, 2026. Tell us about the efforts you guys are doing.
Yeah, we're really excited to be announcing that in our Teton Valley area, that for the next year, the 2026 build season, that we're really going to take what was going to be a 5-year build plan and try to cram that into 1 year and get fiber out to everyone in the Teton Valley area. So it's something that we have been working on for the last few years, actually. We've really been fiber focused for the last 6 or 7 years in Teton Valley. I'm really happy to say that we currently are able to get fiber to about 60% of our customers over there. And so we have about 40% of them that are still wanting and needing that fiber, and we're really just going to be working to get that to the rest of those customers here in the next year or so.
Awesome. So for people that don't know really the difference between, fiber as compared to just like normal standard internet, what's like the difference there?
Yeah, fiber is the way of the future for sure. From the ability to provide an end user the needs that they have for access to the internet for an upload, download need. Fiber's the way that's happening now. It's really the technology that is on the forefront. And the thing that's really awesome about fiber is that we really haven't been able to identify what the cap is on the fiber and how much can actually be transmitted across it. And so moving into that fiber world is just moving out some of our legacy copper technologies that have been around for years and years and getting everybody onto that fiber. And with the need for higher bandwidth requirements in the world that we live in, fiber is the way that we're going to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can I add real quick?
Yeah.
I think what's awesome about fiber in particular compared to other options, it's just the fastest and the most reliable. I think that's something that you typically don't always see in a lot of products, Sometimes it's hard to determine what's the best product for your need. And I think the thing that's awesome about fiber is that no matter what your need is, it is the best option and overall is going to be the best investment for communities on cost going forward, because the way the infrastructure is upkept and developed is a lot easier to maintain over a long period of time than a lot of other options. And that reliability comes from the way it's also built into a community, right? So we run fiber optic cables underground, and it goes directly to your house. And so there probably has to be like an earthquake, or someone has to cut that line for you to have a true interruption of service. And whereas other options like satellite or tower-based, they're great options for a lot of different reasons, but they change with the weather. That's an unfortunate fact about those other options. And so while they have their uses, fiber ultimately is the best option. And really quickly, just a short story. So in the Lower Valley Energy Company had an outage a little bit ago in western Wyoming, and our fiber network generators kicked on, and we were able to keep emergency services online from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. in that area. So that way, when people had an emergency, while everything else was out, they still had access to their fiber connection and to the internet through that fiber connection. And all of the emergency responders were able to still get those calls and receive that info that they needed and go out and respond to things. So fiber is just an incredible tool and implementation to have in your community. And like Jason was saying, it's very future focused. We don't know the cap on it yet. So the sky, I want to say the sky's the limit. We'll probably find a limit at some point, but it's 100% the thing where, I don't know. It's the future, man. That's really all it is.
Yeah, and to Christian's point, some of the other technologies that are out there, they're gaining a lot of traction. There's known capacity limits with those, and so from our perspective, we want to build a network that is going to sustain us and our users through the future, and the way we do that right now is fiber.
Okay, thank you guys for sharing that. And Jason, you mentioned that. You guys are, it was originally, it sounds like it was planned to be around a 5-year or so project to get this all out. What have you guys been able to do to crunch that down into just a fifth of the time?
Oh yeah, that's a heavy lift actually. But it has taken a lot of work effort on, our internal staff, our community members, our community supporters, to really gear us up and be prepared to do this type of a build in 1 year. Along with some of our contracted partners as well. But like I said, we've been working on this for several years. We had kind of a 3-year remaining build plan, and we've just realized that our customers, they just are in need of high-speed bandwidth. And the way we're going to do that is get them the fiber, and the rate that we were doing it at just wasn't fast enough. And so we're hearing them. We understand their need. And so because of that, we are opting to go ahead and crunch all of that extra work that we're going to do over the next 3 years into the next year and try to get that fiber to everyone in the valley.
Yeah, that's amazing. So what, I guess, as part of that plan, what's, I guess, one of the biggest parts of it that's going to help get, because in the email you guys mentioned, or I guess in the news release, you guys mentioned that it's the goal to get the entire Teton Valley connected, right? What's, I guess, the biggest part of getting that accomplished?
Oh, I would definitely say, our community support, whether it's our legislators over there, our county commissioners and mayors, or the residents themselves. With their support, we have the resources and the skill set to be able to do it. And so that's the biggest thing we need, is just the support from those individuals to come in and help us, maybe help remove a few roadblocks that could be in our way, whether it be permitting or access or whatever we need to do. But if we can get that support, we've got the resources, we've got the right contractors, we've got the right people on our team to come in and really make this a successful build.
Yeah, that's great. And you guys also mentioned that your goal as well, another part of that goal, is to keep the public more informed, keep them up to date on things. How do you guys plan on keeping the community involved in that?
Oh yeah, that's a lift as well. And maybe something we haven't been as good at in the past, but with some increased utilization of some software and technologies, our ability to do that is at a better position than it ever has been. So we're going to be able to have live maps out on a link that will show people where we're building, what the timing is for building in maybe their area. regular updates to our county representatives and our stakeholders over there. But yeah, that's going to be our primary focus. In order for us to be successful at this, we've got to communicate well. We've got to get everybody informed, let people know where we're coming, when we're going to be there, and then what they can expect from us so that we can get in, get out, be done, and hopefully keep that impact to a minimum.
Yeah, that makes sense. So when you guys are talking about also there's this, I guess this deal, is that what you would call it? This discounted rate, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is it for both new and existing customers?
It is, yeah.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So those customers that are still on that legacy copper service, we are going to be offering some pretty impressive discounted rates. And it really depends on, some of the packages and speeds that they're currently subscribed to. But we'll be offering some discounted rates for those copper customers to come in and commit to having us bring fiber to them. And with that commitment comes a discounted rate on the fiber side as well. And so not to leave out the customers that are currently on our fiber and have been good supporters of Silver Star for a long time, we're going to be offering that discounted fiber rate to them as well if they want to go in and sign up for that and participate in that opportunity for the next 3 years. So
yeah, it's awesome.
It's really to show appreciation for our customers as well. So not just the new people coming on, but the people who have been with us, have been waiting for us, everything in between, right? It's to show how much we appreciate them and how they've stood by what we're trying to do in Teton Valley.
Yeah, we can't thank those customers. I was talking to a gentleman just the other day. He's been a customer of Silver Stars for like 30 years, and those are the kind of customers you're so grateful for because they've hung with us through kind of maybe the thick and thin of things, and now we're really excited at the opportunity to give them the experience that they deserve and have wanted for a long time.
Yeah, thank you for that. So, when you talk about Silver Star, right? You guys' new goals going forward and all the service that you provided for the area, what would you guys say sets Silver Star apart from other internet providers, especially in the area?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that sets us apart is we're local. We've been owned and operated here in the West Wyoming, East Idaho area for, like I said, almost 60 years now. So we pride ourselves on having that local connection and that local touch. When you call us, you're talking to one of your community members or your neighbors, right? Those are the people that are working at Silver Star and that are going to take care of you. So you're not going to be calling somebody that's outside of our area. You're going to be talking to our folks here. And we're going to make sure we take care of you because when we see you in the grocery store, we want you to be happy. And we want to make sure that the experience you're receiving is one that we want to provide as a member of the community.
Yeah. Just to add to that, like as members of the community, we're creating something that we also want. So it's not just something that we're trying to push out there because it benefits us. Obviously, it benefits us, but we want this product. Like I use the internet all the time to connect with my friends back home. I love playing video games with my family and my friends, and fiber lets me do that in an uninterrupted way, and it's really nice. And so this is a product that we believe in and that we really want everyone to have access to because we want access to it because it just makes the quality of life in the community better.
Yeah, and the thing that I think if I were to say maybe is unique to our area, we're really in a rural setting, and we're building a network that would compete with the networks that you would get in a high metropolitan area. And so the type of service and the experience that we're going to have in rural Idaho is either equal to or better than the experience that folks are having with their internet service in, downtown Salt Lake or downtown LA or wherever that may be. So to be able to bring that kind of a network to folks in a rural setting is amazing.
Yeah. That's awesome. Anything else, Jason or Christian, that you guys would add?
We just really want to say thank you to those customers that have been hanging out there with us for a long time. We are so excited to be able to bring this to you and to them. And we encourage you. We actually released our sign-up portal last week. So if you're interested or if you're in the area, you want to look at that opportunity, please go to our website, click on the link, get signed up. we're really wanting to try to get a great pool of people ready to go. And as soon as the snow melts in the spring, we're going to be hard at it. We're going to be working night and day to try to get this finished up. And if there's something that we can do to improve, or if there's a concern, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We want to make sure that when we leave, we've left in a manner that's pleasing. So, but yeah, really excited. This is exciting times for Silver Star, exciting times for Teton Valley. And we're just looking forward to the opportunity to get those customers taken care of that have been hanging in there for years and years.
Mm-hmm. And what is that website?
So that link is www.silverstar.com/Teton-Valley-Fiber. So,
All right. Well, thanks so much, Jason, Christian, for joining me today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.